Alright, I am back. Did you guys miss me? Because I missed you. And today is another mail call video as always. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? Yes, right. So you guys had some questions. So my lovely wife sent them over for me to answer. And there are some good questions about the case. And 3 questions we are going to cover today are, 1, what the hell is the deal with your appeal? And so on. I can't believe you have to be in that situation for the reason they claim. I really wish there was more that we could do. Stay strong, brother and sister. Thank you very much. Number 2, why hasn't your attorneys filed a Title 18 241 conspiracy to violate rights under color of law? Number 3, can you explain how the key card creator is coming home and Matt isn't even close? So I guess let's just jump into question number 1. But before we jump into question number 1, you guys need to go over to onlytechnicalfans.myshopify.com and copy one of these comfortable t-shirts. Don't you want to be comfortable and wear and stylish? If you do, then you need to head over to onlytechnicalfans.myshopify.com and pick you up one today. Alright, back to the video. Number 1, it is from Believe722 and he asked, what the hell is the deal with the appeals and so on? It's kind of a 2-part question and I'm going to knock the second half off first. If you really want to do more, spread the word about what NBC did to my wife and kids. The more noise you make, the harder it will be for them to do that to someone else, and I also want to thank you for all your help. Next part is, what's up with my appeal right now? And right now we are on hold. It takes a really long time and could possibly take years, and maybe my appeal could get me out early, but not likely. I will likely be on the street before my appeal comes back because they are just log jammed with appeals. There is only a small handful of people in here that don't put in an appeal, and yes, like 99% of them are 2255 and not a direct appeal like mine. But it still goes to the same appeals court room. It could be worse. You know how in the movies the cops catch the actual bad guy, the good guy in prison walks out the front door, and let me just say, that is not how real life works. Let me give you an example. One of my Sallys is doing time for a bank job in Florida. Like 10 years into his sentence, someone else was busted for robbing banks and he confessed to all the banks he robbed. One of the banks was the bank this dude was sitting time for already. So he puts in a 2255 under newly discovered evidence that was not present at the time of trial. That would sway all 12 jurors to not guilty. So he does a 2255 and it comes back denied. The justice said it would only sway 11 of the 12 jurors. I'm sure more was said, but that was the meat and potatoes of the story. For me, I am 100% sure I will win my appeal because if I don't, it would make any potential machine guns illegal. Because if the auto key card is a machine gun, then what is not? And how is it less of a machine gun than the auto key card? A coat hanger is way easier to make into a machine gun than the auto key card. And if something just simply needs to have the potential, then just about everything is a machine gun. I mean, that's pretty true. So like I said, I will win. It's just a matter of when and how long. So let's get into the next question from Creoitammoatu. I'm not sure how you pronounce your handle name. But anyways, you asked, why hasn't your attorneys filed a Title 18? So Matthew said, so I'm not familiar with the Title 18, but what I can tell you is, with your appeal, you want to come at them with your best reasons why you are not guilty. I know not to appeal on everything. If you think that's weird, so was trial. There was more than one time I had to make myself stay seated and yell, checkmate, bitch. You guys will never understand unless you have been to trial. But I can give you a few examples of me having to work really hard so as not to lose my shit. The first big one was when the ATF said the judge that they destroyed the videos of the auto key card not working. Then later they testified the auto key card was drawn on the card will not make a machine gun. And they had to fake their test video by including a malfunction in the firearm. Man, I jumped out of my chair and almost yelled, eat shit, bitch. I was so confused why the judge did not end the trial right there and let me go home, because the ATF said on record that the auto key card did not break the law, even when they tried really hard to make it work. I thought at this point the judge was running it to the end of the trial just as a formality. Even in county jail, I was waiting for them to say pack out because your case has been dismissed. When this did not happen, they gave me a sentence that was almost 3 times what I should have gotten. I was stunned because she knows 100% for sure that I was innocent. There was another time the ATF testified the NFA does not regulate drawings, stencils, engravings, schematics, and etchings. The prosecutor even said we had asked for the ATF's phone records to prove I called about the auto key card, but they chose not to give them to his lawyers. However, we did get the agent to say he has no idea who Mr. Hoover is, which, although he is a subscriber to Serious Firearms, so to better answer your question, Creola Tomato, I am sure the Title 18 thing is badass and all, but there is just bigger fish to fry, like Brady law violations. Then the ATF testified over and over how the auto key card does not break the law. Hell, the judge said on record that we don't know if the auto key card is against the law or not. So that is what the jury will be deciding, and a question of law cannot be put in front of a jury. That is for the civil rights court. If something is put in front of the jury, it must be a fact that is against the law. The jury is not allowed to interpret law. Like I said, my conviction will not stand. The prosecutor was incompetent and messed the case all kinds up, and she knew this before ever going to trial. The auto key card was not a machine gun, but her record will not show that I won my appeal. Her record will just show she took 6,600 machine guns off the street. Sorry for the rant, but in short, Title 18 doesn't matter because we already won, and we are just waiting for them to make it official. Next question is from Mr. Perofachaso71, and he asked, can you explain why the key card creator is coming home but Matt isn't? The short answer is he did not get pretrial release and I did, so he has already sat all his time. But to better answer your question, the prosecutor does not believe in due process. It is why the auto key card went to trial in the first place. If we were afforded due process in the first place, we would have gotten a cease and desist letter. And at that point, we would have went to civil court to see if the judges agreed that the NFA also regulates drawings. Anyways, sorry, kind of went off into the weeds. So at his arraignment hearing, the prosecutor said he was guilty even though there was no legal standing to support her claims. Then she said, and I quote, there is no combination of circumstances where the public would be safe with him on the street. Although yes, she is that incompetent because right now this would be a combination of circumstances where he is out on the street and that she failed to think of. At my arraignment, she tried this, but my judge more or less told her she is dumb and let me go. There was more to it than that, but that is what happened in short. Anyways, guys, please don't forget to shop at Only Tactical Fans. It is my family's only income due to NBC's attack on my wife and children. Alright, so let me know what you guys think of this video down below. And if you guys would like to continue to support this channel, there'll be links down in the description. And don't forget to give it a comment, like, and subscribe. And until next video, guys, peace. You scared the shit out of me as I scared the shit out of her. Before we jump into that question number one, but before we jump into question number one, fucking Christ, motherfucking bitch, fans.myshopify.com and pick you up one of these new Shall Not Be Infringed t-shirts. Fuck.